this is Robinats1 here, and to make up for the lost time, I'm here to do yet another Charmed review. Okay, so this episode basically wraps up the Buckland storyline, with Rex and Hannah finally being revealed to be warlocks. And I forgot to mention in the last episode that Rex and Hannah seemed to be working for a higher power. So they basically have this huge villain arc. Their villain arc comes to an end. So in this episode, Rex frames Prue Halliwell stealing a tiara. A really expensive tiara, and this is all in an effort to get the power of the Charmed Ones. And it's basically revealed during this episode is that Hannah and Rex have to reacquire these abilities, to get these abilities so they can, like, go back to hell or something like that. They must have got exiled at some point. We don't really know their full backstory as to why they were on Earth and why they framed, why they acquired these identities and framed Prue and all that. We do know that bit, but why their backstory? Sorry, that was a mess. But I actually really liked Rex and Hannah. They had such an adorable, cute relationship. And yes, they were villains, but as first major villains of the Charmed story, they were actually kind of nice. Like, they were a nice first villain to face, and as the season progresses, each of the villains that they met were bigger and better, but none of them were as cute and as likable as I think Rex and Hannah were. They had just such a nice relationship. Yeah, it was a little twisted at parts, but they were nice together. And at first, during this episode, I did actually come to believe that maybe Hannah hadn't been a warlock for very long, because she didn't seem to know what astral projection was. So I'm guessing that Rex at some point had taken Hannah under his wing, and they began a romantic relationship shortly afterward. But again, just a really nice, cute relationship, and I enjoyed watching these two as they progressed. We don't know what the story, who this major villain is. So that's going to be pretty interesting to find out. In terms of Leo, Leo is revealed to be some kind of supernatural creature during this episode. And he does leave in this episode. And actually, fans actually requested Leo back because people really enjoyed his character. So that was the reason why we saw Leo from, like, season 2 onwards. Because Leo became such a major part of the fan interest for the show. And I also think it was nice to actually have a male character know so much about this supernatural world. I'm not going to reveal at this point what Leo is, I obviously know what he is, but I'm not going to reveal it in this episode. You're just going to have to find out and watch the episodes for yourself. So great episode. Again, this is one of the reasons why Charmed lasted so long, and why I keep saying it was a great episode. Because Charmed was such a great series, and yes, some of the episodes aren't really amazing, but most of them are very, very good, which is why I keep saying it's a good episode, because it generally is a very, very good episode. And, yeah. So, stay tuned for some more Charmed reviews. I'm also going to be uploading Teen Wolf episode 4 and 5, today. So, stay tuned for that. And, yeah. I'm Robin X1 here, and I shall see you all later for another Charmed review. Bye.